is Wednesday. And I thought last night that when I woke up in the morning, I was going to be on plan, I was going to be on point, I was going to get up before the kids and everything else and get my exercise in and have all the time alone that I needed. I needed to pay some bills, I needed to do so much this morning, and instead I forgot to set my clock. I didn't get up, and so I overslept. So everything is off this morning. And there's going to be days like that this year, aren't there? It's not going to be perfect. So, but I made the decision that what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the best with what I have. So that's what I'm going to do. And that might mean that I have to compromise on some things. I might have to reschedule other things. I'm just going to do the best that I can. That's what you do, right? You make lemonade out of lemons, right? Because I want this to work. And today, I think I'm going to shoot for joining that first Weight Watchers meeting about 4:45 today. So, which means I'm probably going to be there about 4:15 to get all signed in and everything. And then I'll let you know what happens, right? Okay, so let's get this day going. Time for me to start preparing for the day. Now, this is what's left out on the counter in the kitchen. And one thing I found out last night, it was really super tempting for me to just get into this. I've got Rice Krispie treats and I've got sugar cookies here. My hubby still likes to inch off of those and have them, but I really can't have those around me right now. I really can't. So I have this little Rubbermaid here. This goes into the garage. And one thing I've noticed is I will not go in there and get it out if it's in there. So I put everything in here left from the holidays. I know pork rinds are like okay on low carb stuff, but I just don't want to do it right now because of the points. So I put those in here too. But other than that, I've got, you know, cookies and candies and things like that that were left over from the holidays. And this is where these little babies are going to go. And these are going to go in the garage. So if he's looking for them, I'm going to tell him they're in the Rubbermaid in the garage, but I don't want them myself right now. I'm just going to keep them out of my sight, and that's going to help me. I had a lot more, some candies. Neighbors brought over some fudge. Those are going in here. I might just toss them, right? But except it is nice to have something once in a while, and other people want them, so they're going to be in here. Everything goes in. All right, so since the day got kind of behind, I need to play catch up, and I need to prepare, and I need to make sure that I'm going to be successful in the quickest way possible. So I took out my steamer, and I love this steamer by Denis. It is a triple tiered steamer. I've got some chicken breast down at the bottom. I've seasoned it with a little seasonal and some garlic, real simple. And then I'm going to put one cut up sweet potato in the middle. I've got some green beans, fresh green beans up here on top. And I'll probably season these a little bit more after they get done cooking. But I'm just going to push a button and just leave it, and it is going to steam. And let's see, I think it's set for a particular time, about 20 minutes, and then I'll check it. I think everything's going to be okay. It usually is done. Gave me this tea here. It's naturally caffeine free. I got that for Christmas, so I'm going to try some of this. It smells really great. 3 points for breakfast this morning. A half a cup of cooked oatmeal. I sweeten it with the Jordan Skinny Syrups. Cinnamon. I've got 1 apple cut up and just 2 tablespoons of the sugar-free vanilla creamer. I've got a 1/4 cup of the egg white and 1 egg together, and so I love it. I love having my good fats with the extra protein, and then I'm going to have my tea. Really important, I'm going to show you my measuring drawer. This is where I keep all my measuring utensils in one spot. A little messy, but it does the job. All right, for a snack, I'm going to pack my veggie sticks, 2 tablespoons of hummus, a Wassa cracker, and I'm going to put the lid on and stick this around there to keep the cracker on. All right, so a lot of you might be looking at this kind of a lunch or dinner and start going, you know what, I don't want to live like this. I can't live plainly like this forever. This is boring. And I agree with you. I mean, this is okay sometimes, But I think that I would need to spice it up. Now that I've tried this before in the past, it's okay to spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you a few different ways to spice this up when you have a dinner like this, which is just like chicken breast, lightly seasoned, you know, maybe some potatoes, sweet potatoes, a little bit of green beans or something like that, broccoli or something. One way you can spice that up is, without adding a whole lot of points, is to just take like a half cup of this classic Heinz homestyle gravy. They have different types. Heat that up, pour it right up on top. That's only going to give you one or 2 points, maybe one, and that's going to be really good. Another way to spice up this is to concentrate on spicing the chicken up. Take a slice of ham, lunch meat ham, which is going to be really low in points. I have reduced fat crumbled blue cheese, and I have a 1 point cheese head. So I'll take maybe one of these or a half of these, or maybe some of this, and then put that together in the middle of the chicken. Right? Maybe throw some, just a quarter cup of tomato basil sauce on that, right? Or let's say we want to go with just a little mozzarella and a little bit of tomato sauce or tomato basil sauce. Maybe throw a little bit of Parmesan on that. You're set. It's another way. Maybe add some fat-free feta and a little bit of that sauce. That's another way, right? Maybe you can just take a little bit of curry paste, different types, red or green, and add a little bit of like the coconut milk that comes in the carton so it's not too fattening. And then put a little curry on there, right? Add a few little kabocha squash, maybe some other types of vegetables. Instead of the sweet potatoes. You've got a whole other way to do this without adding a whole lot of points. So those are just some ideas on how to really change up the flavors on something so basic and still come in under your points. Okay, so here I am again at Weight Watchers, and they're supposed to have a meeting in like 15 minutes, and nobody's there yet, so I was kind of hoping to get there early and make sure that I'm, get signed up and, get to know people. And it says, try to come in newbies a half an hour early so we can get to know you a bit. But nobody's here, so maybe they're running late. I hope, that they're on tonight. It doesn't look like they're canceled. I'm having the darndest time trying to get started here. But anyway, I've been doing well at home, and I've been on point with my exercise. I got 1 mile done today, and I lifted weights. So tonight I'll get another mile in before bed tonight. Not right before bed, but later. And then, yeah, so I'm going to keep waiting for a few minutes, see if anybody shows. Hopefully they do. There's like one other car here with somebody sitting in there, and other than that, I don't see anybody else waiting. So we'll see what happens. I had the chicken dinner with some gravy on it, so it wasn't a lot of points for dinner, so I'm gonna have a little dessert here, and I've got 6 points. I've got 1 of Dave's Killer Bread here for 2 points, and then I've got 1 tablespoon of this crunchy, no sugar added peanut butter for 3 points, and then I'm gonna use a tablespoon, or maybe 2, of my 0 point blueberry compote, and a cup of this cashew milk right here, and that's going to be my dessert tonight. Hey everybody, okay, I'm back home. I'm like super tired. I could just lay down and go to sleep right now. I can, but you know what? I want to do 1 more mile on the treadmill because I'm trying to get 2 miles in today. Now that is part of a, I decided to do it. I decided why not? Angela from Angela My Life, I'm going to link her below. She has a 2 mile a day, I think you can walk or run, every day in the year of 2019. And I was not doing it at first because I said, you know what, I don't think that I should bite off an everyday thing. I think it might be too much for me to chew. But she said it's more or less to get, there's going to be days that you can't do it, obviously, and it's more or less to just get you involved and to keep you going, and so it's more realistic than what I was thinking. So I said, you know what, why not? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to join in Angela's challenge. And I know I'm going to have days where I'm not able to get my 2 miles in, and that's okay, but I will do my best, doggone it. So Angela, if you're watching, I'm going to join, and I'm going to put her link below in case anybody else wants to come along. Again, you don't have to do it every single day, you know, but it's something to shoot for, right? Okay, so there's that. I met all of my challenges on Weight Watchers with Carrie on her Facebook page. I got my blue dot today. I drank 75 ounces of water today. And what else did I do? Oh, and I tracked very honestly and accurately. So I did that. So what did I think of the meeting tonight? My very first Weight Watcher meeting ever. I thought it went really well. There were only like a few normal members there. From what I understand, everybody else was out for vacation, and but they said they have a lively crowd there usually, and so there were quite a few of us newbies that were getting signed up tonight, and it was great. Now, what was funny, I thought was really funny, was that I was up 2 pounds today than I was yesterday at home. And now I weighed after I've eaten all day, and I weighed in the evening about 4:45, right? I still needed to have dinner, but I had a lot of water in my system, and I had some food throughout the day, and I had jeans on and some clunky clothes. And they let me take my shoes off, and they still provide, you can still, at this particular meeting, you can still be barefoot and then just use paper towel and put it on the scale. So I know that many places are not doing that right now, so I thought that it was kind of nice that ours is still allowing that. I want to say the coaches were very helpful and very nice, and I really did like them. They were very personable. I thought that was neat. I was still pretty uncomfortable to talk to people. I just felt kind of, you know, I really have to feel comfortable in that kind of a setting. It's really weird is that I can be in a big group and I can address a group, and I could probably even do stand-up comedy. You know, I mean, I don't have a problem teaching as I have in the past or leading a group. A big group, and I do great one-on-one, maybe two-on-one, small group, but once you have a bigger small group, I clam up. I don't know what it is, but I just do not usually do that. So I stayed pretty quiet and smiled, you know, the whole time. But I just soaked everything in, and it was pretty much, I did enjoy it. I will go back. Obviously, I've signed up, so I'm going to be going back at least 6 months. And if I don't feel right there, I will go ahead and try another meeting. I think I'm going to try other meetings anyway, just to see, you know, what's a good fit. But I thought it was really helpful. But one thing that I noticed was that I kind of stayed for like an orientation or something. And so I noticed that a lot of the stuff they went over, I already knew, you know what I mean? I mean, what's amazing is that this online community is so informative. It is just so informative. You end up knowing all the stuff they're going to teach you in like the orientation. I already knew, you know, plus more. And it was just, granted, I've been on Weight Watchers online for a year, you know, but it really does help. It really has helped. And just, you know, being able to reach the community through this, on the online community, has just been a real big blessing. So I felt like I got a head start. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes next time. And I'll check in with you then. So I'm going to let you go for tonight. I'm going to get my other mile in, and then I'm going to hit the hay, and I'm going to set my alarm clock so I don't sleep in the morning. All right. Love you guys, and I will see you later.